your reaction first when you received the information that the emergency use authorization was given by the FDA. Our FDA was almost went to Russia just to check your facilities there because they want to check the good manufacturing practice. But apparently, you gave them additional documents, and that paved the way for the EUA approval.
Sure. Well, thank you, Red. First of all, again, thank you for following us from day one and for seeing the progress we've made since day one. And, Philippines became the 52nd country to approve Sputnik V. So we really worked very closely with your great regulator and with your Minister of Foreign Affairs, who is a great supporter, and we saw his very positive comments on Twitter and retweeted many of his comments. So I think Philippines is doing exactly the right approach, that it has portfolio of different vaccines.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, I think, a great accomplishment of Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen that countries that follow approach of Philippines, no politics, let's just take vaccines that are efficient as the countries that save people. So I think it's a great news for Philippines, it's a great news for the region, and of course it's a great news for Philippines-Russia cooperation,
Mm-hmm.
which will be definitely strengthened as a result of our joint work.
Mm-hmm. And now that the EUA has been given approval, how long can we get the vaccine? I know people are hoping for the first supply of the Sputnik vaccine. When can we expect the first delivery of the vaccine supplies here in the country?
Yes, so I think we'll be able to send first shipments already in April. And right now there is again big demand for Sputnik all over the world because again we're already supplying basically to more than 50 countries. But we will send some original shipments of Sputnik to Philippines already in April, and we will basically go through the schedules that has been agreed with the government to provide doses of Sputnik, and we believe the first shipments will start in April already.
Have you had any discussions on how many doses that the Philippines will procure for how many doses of the Philippines will procure?
Yes, I think we are still we have an understanding that we'll send some shipment already in April, and then we are still finalizing the exact schedule and I would say this. So we have some some part of the schedule finalized, and then we are finalizing the rest.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the key is to get our vaccines to Philippines, as soon as possible in April. And you have seen that Russia has had great successes with vaccinations, not only in Russia, but also in Argentina, in Mexico, and in many countries. And everywhere there is very positive reception of the Russian vaccine because, as you know, Red, it's more than 90% efficient. And, we vaccinated, millions and millions of people and no allergies, no significant side effects.
And I heard that you have already signed an additional production agreement with a manufacturer in Russia. How it will help in the production of Sputnik vaccines? I know that your production partner will be having 200 million doses. Will be producing 200 million doses.
Yes, exactly right. So we have, because of the success of Sputnik, we now have producers in more than 10 countries who will be producing Sputnik. And almost every week we announce a new production partner. So just today we announced, a production partner for 200 million doses, and we'll have more announcements next week. So we have, again, a great momentum because we have 10 countries who will be producing Sputnik. At some point, we hope that Philippines will also start producing Sputnik for the region. But definitely Philippines is a great partner for us because we already are registered in Latin America, Middle East, Asia, but Philippines, of course, is our great partner in Asia. So we believe that Philippines can actually produce Sputnik as early as this year to also supply it for the region.
Again, any final thoughts? Any final message to the Filipinos who have been waiting? I know one of the cheerleaders of your vaccine is Secretary Locsin. He has been tweeting about it, and I guess
Yeah,
he could be one of the first guys to be inoculated with Sputnik. I don't know if he's going to be
yeah,
the first or he will
yeah.
be inoculated with Sputnik vaccine. So can you give us assurances to the Filipino people that that Sputnik vaccine will be here in April, and then um, any final message any final
Yeah,
message
yeah,
to our countrymen?
yeah, definitely. So first of all, we wanted to thank them all for support, and definitely said thank Teddy Boy Lotion for his great Twitter messages. You know, we retweeted them a lot, and we know that people really understand and appreciate the safety of the vaccine because it's based on human adenoviral platforms that has been tested for decades. So we are really excited about this partnership, and will work to deliver vaccines as soon as possible, and will work on defeating COVID together, because it's very important that countries work together to defeat COVID, to defeat future mutations, and only together we can defeat COVID. That's very important. Vaccines beyond politics. Vaccines as, a uniting many countries' common agenda. That's the spirit.